about 5 or 6 years ago, we started an after-school engineering club where the children build and race their own cars. How exciting is that? And here they are, 3 cars now. They have 4 races a year and the finals at Goodwood. And obviously the engineer, they love the racing, but it's the bits in between the races where they meet each week and fine-tune the cars. And that's where the engineering comes in.
Engineering requires them to solve a problem and apply that knowledge. And they haven't been able to do that before we introduced that here. So they understand if they need to figure out what kind of material might be best for the solution that they want. They know that they've studied properties of materials in science, and they know that they understand densities and that effect that it has on them and the particle makeup of certain materials. So they can use that knowledge to figure out the best solution for them.
So in 2015 we introduced engineering to the core curriculum. 1 hour a week for every class from year 3, and it's been a huge success. We cover all forms of engineering, and virtually every project is done in teams, applying what they've already learnt in science and maths and computing.
The pupils develop their own critical thinking skills and are able to apply what they know in the other subjects to it. Not only that, they are able to work as a team. Every lesson that they have, I will give them a different workbench to sit on. They will work with different members of their class, not just their best friends or their worst enemies. They have to learn to get along with everybody.
At the moment I am prototyping a glider, a small handheld glider. I really like aeroplanes, so I am building that because I would like to go into aeronautical engineering and that kind of area when I'm older.
And they're learning to apply their skills from science, maths and computing to practical projects. And that transference of knowledge and flexibility sort of encourage them to have a creative, flexible mind is so relevant for today's workforce and for today's children.
They will need to identify problems by themselves, offer up design solutions by themselves, where they're slightly unsure of the processes or whether something's going to work or how they're going to go about testing it. That's where I can offer support. Along with all the other STEM members of staff, we can all offer support in terms of guiding them in the right direction, but they very much go and research by themselves and use the opportunities that they have in this school to be more independent.
Another significant benefit of all this is the effect it's had on boys and girls. There's been, as you know, an issue in the country at the moment about girls' participation in STEM and future careers related to STEM and gender stereotyping in subjects. Well, I believe that at this age there's very little gender stereotyping, so the key is to catch them young.
At the moment I'm working on a pegboard, which is sort of like a memory board. I really like engineering because it allows me to show what I want about engineering, because it's just so free for opinion. It also allows me to cooperate maths and science, which I really enjoy as well.
I would say 2 things. One is that engineering is the most popular subject in the school. That's feedback from pupils and parents. It's certainly the area that causes the most interest with prospective parents, because they can see the relevance to the modern world and the skills that the children are learning in engineering lessons. And we've seen a sharp increase in attainment in science and maths, because of course what they've learnt in science and maths they're applying to their practical projects.
We've been able to do whatever we want in the subject and come up with something that we think would be helpful for us. I enjoy the fact you can incorporate art and you can incorporate any subject into engineering.
The interest that we've had from other schools has been at times overwhelming. It's been fantastic. I can't begin to tell you how many schools we've shown round and shown them what we're doing, and we've started running teacher training courses. So the first course we ran in November attracted 30 schools, and the association, which were a member of the IAPS, have asked us to run similar courses in the future, which is what we'll do.
There's such a good ethos and such a fantastic atmosphere that parents, pupils, staff, it's the place to be, really.